50 million orphans, 12 million AIDS orphans. Staggering are such statistics for the continent of Africa. Narrow down to Uganda, and the statistics remain overwhelming. In this small country, which is about the size of the state of Oregon, there are 2.5 million orphans, about half who have been orphaned due to at least one parent dying from AIDS. Numbers such as these are difficult to grasp, even paralyzing, and can lead someone to wonder what one person can do to confront such an overwhelming need. The reality is, one person, or even a group of people, cannot begin to address the needs of all of the AIDS orphans in Africa, let alone Uganda. However, we can address the orphan crisis one child at a time. Responding to what has been referred to as one of the greatest humanitarian crises of our time, Sean and Primrose Cox founded Bread of Life African Ministries and opened Kairungi Children's Village to provide a home environment not only for the orphan children, but for abandoned and vulnerable children as well. It became unacceptable for me to sit idly by living in the United States while children in my own country were terribly suffering, says Primrose. I felt I could no longer ignore the plight of vulnerable children in Uganda. Imagine seeing a brother or sister who are 3 and 5 years old on a bus. You hear the person traveling with them tell them she's going to go get them a snack and come right back, and she never returns. Imagine walking alongside a dusty road on your way to work early one morning and you hear something crying. You approach the cries only to find that a baby has been carelessly thrown beside the road. Imagine seeing a 2.5-year-old girl who cannot stand because she is so malnourished and is locked inside her house while her mother goes on her way for the day. Then, imagine a place where all the children are smiling, running, dancing, and playing. Children who have received a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of spirit of despair. That place is Kairungi Children's Village, a place where all children are welcome, even if they have HIV or a disability. Each child comes to Kairungi with a unique, heartbreaking story. However, as children enter the gate of the village, healing and restoration begins. God cares for the vulnerable, and that is the reason why we are here in Uganda and open Kairungi, to share God's love and care with those the world has discarded or those who have been dealt hard life circumstances. Located 4 miles outside of Kabale, a small rural town in southwest Uganda, Kairungi Children's Village provides a home environment for abandoned, orphaned, and vulnerable children where physical, emotional, educational, and spiritual needs are met. Children eat 3 nutritious meals a day, along with a morning and afternoon snack, sleep in their own beds, and wear a variety of clothes. Bread of Life provides on-site nursery education, and older children go to school right above the village. Children attend chapel services on Sunday and enjoy a buffet afterwards. Built on several acres of land given to Primrose by her late father, Kairungi has 2 homes housing 8 to 10 children each with a house mother or house parents. Kairungi, which means beautiful or good, is currently home to 17 children ranging in age from 3 to 12 years old. 3 of the children are HIV positive, but they're on medication and doing well. About half of the children who come to Kairungi have been abandoned. Even simple things as receiving a small toy, a pair of sunglasses, slippers, or a blanket bring incredible joy to Kairungi children. The mission of Bread of Life encompasses impacting the local community as well. This is the reason why we hired local builders and only employ natives. Kairungi is backed by an all-Ugandan staff of 8 full-time people and 2 part-time people. 2 of the women we employ are single mothers, and another woman is the main wage earner for her house. And our committed staff is just as appreciative to receive gifts as the children are. In addition to operating children homes, Bread of Life is developing its community outreach program, providing in-home assistance to children who reside in loving homes but whose basic needs are not met. To date, 15 children have received financial assistance for school fees and supplies and have their basic needs met. Kairungi only exists because of financial support, love, and prayers from caring people. Our children are blessed when people come to visit them or send gifts and letters. Though separated by thousands of miles, bonds are formed between our supporters and Kairunji children.
Dear Blessing, I'm so happy to be able to write to you. You have such a beautiful name. I'm a friend of Primrose and Sean, and they have shared with me how special you are. Although you are across the world from me, I would like for you to know that you are not only special to the people around you that love you very much, but you are special and one of the kind to God, and He loves you most of all. You are becoming such a beautiful young lady, and I can't wait to see what your future holds for you. God bless you, and know that the Lord is with you every step of the way. Oh, my love, Teresa, and Living Faith Fellowship.
What an exciting 6 years it's been. Since opening our doors in November of 2010, 29 children have called Kairunji home and have been given hope for a brighter future. 6 of the children who have stayed at Kairunji have been resettled with their family members, and another 6 have been adopted by loving families in the United States. Children who were once in great despair, having no hope, and some who were on the verge of dying, are now thriving, living with caring relatives in a loving adopted family or at Kairunji. Children rescued, restored, and transformed. That is what Kairunji is all about. You can have a part in saving a life of an afflicted child. Your financial support is urgently needed as Bread of Life continues rescuing and caring for these children. By partnering with us, you give tangible help to children who call Kairunji home and those who receive in-home assistance. Your support literally saves lives. Children on the verge of starvation are nourished back to health. Children severely abused are brought into a loving home and given the assurance they will not be mistreated again. Children abandoned with nowhere to go, no one to turn to, are rescued from the streets and given the comfort of a home environment where they are loved and cherished. Without your support, we would not be able to rescue children, save lives, and raise future leaders. One child at a time, you're helping to transform not only a life, but a community and even a nation. Please partner with us and help change the world by changing the course of a child's life from a life of despair to one of hope and great possibility. Give hope to a child in need. Make a donation today and join our monthly support team. Monthly supporters receive special updates, photos, and letters from the children.